The Arctic is definitely my favorite region to look at in Google Earth. And today we're gonna be looking at Ittoqqortoormiit. Bro, I literally got a heart attack just reading this. Like, what in the world is this name? Denmark, couldn't you guys have literally like colonized Greenland a little bit harder? Because this native name is the craziest thing I've ever witnessed. Couldn't it just have been named something like, I don't know, by, which literally just means village? Simple to pronounce, but no. It has to be called Ittoqqortoormiit. Bro, what is this name? This is literally a violation. This is a war crime. Jokes aside, this is a native name from the Inuits who live here on Greenland, who live in this area, because we're gonna zoom in all the way here to look at this entire area in Greenland. Basically, we're gonna look at some of the towns here in this video and explore a little bit of its history and see what's up. But also this area, like what is going on here? This is crazy. Let's look at how big this thing is. This area right here is called Scoresbysund, which is actually the biggest fjord in the entire world. When you think of fjords, you think of like Norway and stuff like that, but nope. Greenland absolutely mugs. I mean, look how big this fjord is, which actually look at it. And it's so satisfying. It's such a cool looking shape, if you know what I mean. It has these like islands in the middle, and here we have the massive Greenland glacier. Like, I mean, Greenland is just like one humongous glacier when you really think of it. And you see the ice in the water. I mean, let's look at just how wide this thing is, like the entrance. I mean, it's 30 kilometers wide entrance, and from here all the way in towards the depths of the fjord is 300 kilometers. I mean, this fjord is absolutely humongous. Now up here is 240, almost 300 here as well. I mean, this is just crazy how big this fjord is. And it has this cool looking peninsula sticking in here as well. I mean, obviously Greenland, if you guys don't know, this is part of Denmark's territory. Greenland is not an independent nation. In Swedish, Danish, and Norwegian it's pronounced Grönland, not Greenland. As you see here, it's in Swedish like. And we're gonna look here a little bit because I found that this is really cool. Someone has been driving around with their boat here, meaning we can see kind of how it looks like here in the middle of the world's biggest fjord. I mean, I'm kind of disappointing because you can't see that much. The weather is so bad. You can't see anything. You see some Danish dude driving around in his boat. Surprisingly, not that big, this boat. I thought the boat in an area like this would be a lot bigger. Look how much fuel he has. This is all fuel probably. This guy is prepped. Like, you don't want to run out of fuel in a place like this. Honestly, if I was out here, I wonder if he has a backup motor. I would bring a backup motor if I was in a location like this. There is no way that I'm just like, my motor is dying out here. Let's go further in. Like, he has went all the way in here. Let's see what it looks like in here. Inside of some type of bay. Oh, this actually doesn't look too bad. Look, there's even some green stuff. This is so far up in the Arctic. I thought green things doesn't exist here, but nope, look, there's grass. You can even touch grass here. Like, you probably live far below the Arctic Circle and you still don't touch grass. You can even touch grass out here. Seems like he only has one motor. He should have two just as a backup. But that's just because I'm so crazy. Man, look at the mountains here in the background. That looks so cool. Deep here into the fjord where you can see some more stuff. Maybe let's try this location first. There's this massive like mountain here towards the side. Yeah, look at that. That looks so majestic, like the spike up sharp mountains here. And here we have the dude driving. Oh, actually, this guy isn't Danish. This you can see this guy looks Inuit. Oh, look, it's the same brand of motor which I own. Actually, this actually looks pretty decent. But I'm still shocked. I feel like I would not have the balls to go. This boat is, to be fair, it is pretty big, but it's not like big. Like, if the waves were really massive in an area like this, I would not have the balls to go with a boat like this, just like solo. But alright, this guy has big balls, so I can give him credit on that. Okay, here's where the glacier kind of meets the ocean. What does that look from this view? Yeah, look at that. Yep, exactly. Here's the glacier. I mean, the entire inland of Greenland is just like one massive glacier. And this is where the fjord starts and where the glacier ends. And they meet, and these massive chunks of the glacier just like fall into the ocean. I think you can see some of them here. And this guy with his absolutely humongous balls. I'm surprised this guy isn't just like sinking his ship by the weight of his titanium balls, dude. It is crazy. I mean, look how big and nice that mountain is. It is really cool, actually. Okay, we can go even further up north. This is the deepest he went into the fjord. Okay, oh wait, he's not actually alone. There's two dudes here. Man, they have both humongous balls. This cool looking motor, yeah, this motor is way bigger and powerful than the same brand of motor which I own. But this doesn't even look too like insanely cold. Like there's not even ice covering this. Like I feel like you could imagine sitting up here and like having a nice drink of warm hot chocolate. I think there's not a single location on earth where hot chocolate would taste as good as if you were sitting here on like the cliff. Like this is like prime hot chocolate area. Like these guys are dressed up. It's probably freezing out here. Oh, but man, it's very beautiful indeed. I should head here. I say this in every single video, but like genuinely, I could head here. This isn't even that far of a travel. You know, I'm in Sweden. This isn't even that far away. I could go here easily. Wow, that was really cool exploring that area, and you got all this. But I'm a bit sad that you can't see any more inside of here. Let's see. We can just go around. I mean, look just in Google Earth how cool this fjord is. These insane, like, look at this. And Norway thinks they're awesome. Like, this beats Norway, honestly. But Norway is obviously not as cold, so it's a lot easier to get there. I mean, look at this huge island in the middle of this fjord. Not bad at all. But I think we're now gonna look at some of the cities in this area. Wait, what? Why does this area have like a Dutch name? It looks Dutch. Vandreblok. It sounds Dutch almost. It doesn't have any settlement. Okay, well, what's up with this place though? Ittoqqortoormiit. Okay, that sounds native, so it doesn't see any buildings there. Also, here I see some buildings. Ittoqqortoormiit. Okay, this is also native, but there's no pictures or anything. Is there street view? Nope, there's no street view. Though there is. Oh, actually, there is like a water street view. Let's see if we can see the town here from the ocean. Okay. Oh, I think this is the same dude that was over there. It's that big balls native guy. Bro, man, he has to wear even like ear protection probably because the motor is just so loud. You can see the town from here. Oh man, the town almost looks like it's kind of abandoned. Like this building here does not look too good. But yeah, you can see some house here. There's no harbor here. That's really strange actually. Oh, is that like walruses or something? Do you see this? It looks like a bunch of animals like sitting here on the shore. Okay, let's check a little bit what the big balls Inuit dude was doing over here. He drove all the way here. You see a bunch of like ice in this area. Wonder if there's ice when he's here as well. Nope, there's no ice. And here's where the other guy. Oh, this guy looks Danish. Okay, so here we have the Inuit dude. Here we have some Danish guy. You can see it's Danish because he got the ginger mustache. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like Danish people are a lot more ginger than other people in Scandinavia. I don't know why that is. It's just like a stereotype I have with Danish people. I don't know why that is, but I just feel like I see a lot more gingers in Denmark for some reason. But let's look at this. This is what I was most interested in looking at. Looking at the Inuit towns with absolutely ridiculous names. Like what? Whoever named this town, I swear, the Danish guy, he pulled up to this Inuit village and was like, okay guys, we're gonna register your village like on the official map and everything. What's the name of you guys' village? And he just handed him like a keyboard. And the Inuit guy, he just went. He just absolutely attacked that keyboard. And now this is the name. Like it literally looked like someone spammed the keyboard. I'm sorry if you live in this village. I apologize for bullying you. It's just so funny. I mean, weird how someone has walked all the way here. Whoa, this is actually really cool. Oh, man, there's so much ice. It doesn't, in this area it doesn't even look too horribly cold, but here it does. Is this like, wait, he's traveling on something, right? Yeah, he's on a four-wheeler, this dude. Yeah, this is actually a really cool location to drive along with a four-wheeler. I wouldn't mind that at all. Look how cool this is. Man, let's move further closer to this town and see if we can see something. Like here, I see some snow. Could be a cool view here. Also, dude with his four-wheeler. This is a really beautiful place. Wonder what you actually do here on like a regular basis, because it doesn't feel like you can't really drive that far away. You kind of like, if you live here, you're kind of like stuck in this like very small area. There's not too easy to just like drive around because there's no roads connecting to anywhere. Oh well, let's see what it's like in Ittoqqortoormiit. Yes, perfect pronunciation. They have a playground where all the Ittoqqortoormiit children can play around. Oh, here we have the Ittoqqortoormiit people and the Ittoqqortoormiit lady and the Ittoqqortoormiit dogs and the playground. I mean, there wasn't much images of the playground, to be fair here. There should be something. Oh yeah, look, Denmark church, bro. Denmark church. That's a, oh, it's actually pretty nice. This is not. That looks pretty good. Pretty nice design. There's a ship inside of it. Not bad at all. Port East Greenland, also known as Port Ittoqqortoormiit. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, this seems like a pretty, like you have to do dog sledding if you want to get around anywhere. Probably a lot of dog sledding here in this area. And you got some statue of some Danish dude. This is what it looks like from the outside. I like this actually about a lot of these villages. I don't know if this is like made on purpose, but they like color all of the houses so colorfully, and it kind of makes sense because the environment is just so like, it's so gray. There's no vegetation at all. It's just like rock and snow. So to color the houses maybe, you know, makes you a little bit less depressed, you know what I mean? Because otherwise there's just such a lack of color in this area. Okay, let's see what the street view looks from the shore. This should be the, yeah, these are the same dudes we have watched before. They have finally returned to their hometown. Here's the harbor. Pretty small harbor actually. Feels like pretty small harbor actually. Let's go inland and see what's up here. Here's some type of like tanker thing. Okay, oh, it's the same guy in the four-wheeler. I wonder if this is the same dude as in the boat, or if not. Okay, we got some, you know, car like that. Everything is like, this is like built on stilts and stuff. Huh. And there's also some type of like oil, I guess. Okay, we can actually probably see the playground here from the street view. What does it look like? Oh yeah, here's the playground. We got some local kids, we got some swings and everything. I mean, sure, why not? I wonder if they have like a gym here. Do they have a gym? Like, who is the biggest guy? Who is the guy who benches the most in Ittoqqortoormiit? Okay, now I forgot even what the name of this place is. It's so hard to not butcher the name of this place. I could never travel here because I would just like, I would insult every single person I met here. I would just like, I cannot say the name of the location. I would just avoid it. I mean, look at the view. Imagine living in this house. This is like a really nice view from your house, and then the church here, everything. Then I think the store is somewhere here as well. Look how the house all are like on an elevation. I mean, there's not a lot to see here, honestly. Oh, wait a minute. They have football. They have a football field here. Oh. It looked a lot more impressive in the... I mean, to be fair, this is images from 2015. So they probably hadn't built the field entirely. It was just like an open area. You got some 2 kids now, 3 kids playing football. Bro, one of their one of the goals is just like destroyed. They only have one functioning goal. That's crazy. But these images are from 2018. So that means that 3 years later they actually fixed the football field. So there should be a working football field today. That's good. Is there a gym here? No, it doesn't seem like so. But I think there's some more city area here as well. Yep, here's another settlement. Is there any like images of what it looks like here? Let's see if there's any like interesting information about this on like Wikipedia. Okay, formerly known as Scoresbysund, which basically this fjord here on the side is called Scoresund, basically, right? And now it's called Scoresbysund. The old name was of this actually Scoresbysund, named after the fjord, which we looked at. I'm not gonna be that guy. I know that it's probably just only natives that live here, so to be fair, maybe they don't have a problem pronouncing this. But I'm biased. I'm Scandinavian, so I'm biased. I prefer this name because it's actually easier for me to pronounce. But yeah, okay. I wonder if it's like offensive for them for me to like use this name of the old village. They maybe don't like having the Danish name of the place at all. But yeah, it has a population of 345 people, which is actually more than I thought. It's actually not that few. And here's the symbol of it. I mean, I don't think there's any cows or bulls in this location. My suspicion is just saying that. I mean, the church is actually really nice inside of here. This is pretty cool. There's a ship in it and everything. Here's the municipality where it's located. Bro, this municipality is humongous. Whoa, why is it... These borders are so weird. Why is it this entire area? The logo for this municipality is pretty cool though. This is nice looking logo. municipality called Sermsog. I mean, it's so big, dude. It's crazy. Okay, so apparently the old name, which is also the name of the fjord called Scoresbysund, it derives actually from an English Arctic explorer and whaler named William Scoresby, who was the first European to map the area in 1822. Pretty cool. The name Ittoqqortoormiit means big house dwellers in eastern Greenlandic. Alright, now I know that. The region is known for its wildlife, including polar bears and muskox. Man, that would be really cool to see a muskox. I've never seen one. They do exist in Sweden as well, though they're very rare over here. Ittoqqortoormiit was founded in 1945 by Einar Mikkelsen, who was Danish, right? And some 80 Inuit settlers. Apparently the city was founded by Denmark when they were colonizing Greenland. And they actually just relocated some Inuits from one area of Greenland and settled them here. Seems like they weren't even forced to settle here. They more or less settled here voluntarily, which is good to hear, because a lot of times I feel like in places like this in the middle of nowhere, often people get forced to move here. Local economy is basically just based upon local hunters hunting for whale and polar bears and other stuff in the area, which is kind of typical for Greenland, I guess. Tourism is growing. That is good. That is good. I'm heading here. Trust. I'm going to head there one day. Trust me. It's one of the most remote places in Greenland, and it just gets, I mean, look how cold it gets in winter. This is no joke, man. But anyway, guys, that is the video today about this fjord and the towns surrounding it in eastern Greenland. If you liked this video and thought it was interesting, check out another one. I'll see you in the next one.